It's time for football, and that means we're talking sports. Horse racing, greyhound racing, and sports betting with your host, Kip Keefer. Don't just watch the action. Get out to Birmingham Greyhound Racing and put a bet on it. Here are today's tips and strategies to help you get in the winning game. Now here's Kip Keefer.
Okay, everybody, we've gone through the summer drills. We sweated it out. We anticipated the season. We went week to week with all of the high drama and excitement. And now, fellas, it's the payoff. Yes, indeed, the national championship game. And what a shocker. Alabama Crimson Tide,
Woo!
Clemson Tigers, which really is kind of an all-Alabama matchup.
Who would have thought it, Kip?
Dabo Swinney, the pride of Pelham, Alabama, who learned his lessons well, is bringing his Tigers back for round 4. This is like a Rocky movie all of a sudden, guys.
It's starting to get to be a rivalry here.
It is. Kip Keefer with the legend. Welcome to Talking Sports, brought to you by Birmingham Greyhound Racing. We are going to get you completely ready for Monday night's game and give you a lot of other good stuff along the way here. I'm joined by, as always, my partner, the legend, and the legend has a special guest to introduce here.
Yeah, last week we put out our first ever Talking Sports contest. If you could pick the score of the Alabama-Oklahoma game, we putting you on TV, and Mr. David Lowry picked the exact score, 45-34.
Congratulations, Mr. Lowry.
David, good to be on the show. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm proud to be here with two legends in my mind here. You guys, Kip's obviously a longtime friend of mine, and enjoy listening to you guys as always. Can't say I put a lot of thought into the score there, after the start of the game, I was hoping it would be much worse than that, and I'd be incorrect. But
45's not enough.
No.
Yeah, we're kind of spoiled as Alabama fans, so we're
Yeah.
expecting more.
Yeah.
Well, David did, like I say, he nailed it right on the nose. You had about 300 entries.
Yeah,
He's the only guy who did it.
The only guy that got it.
So that's pretty
Had
impressive.
60-10, 55-3, but only Mr. Lowry had 45-34. I was ill, Kip. I had minus 14. I wasn't happy.
And just totally coincidentally, David and I go way back. David was one of the coaches of my oldest son, Case's very successful youth football program. And you guys won a state championship and did some really exciting things. So it's great to reconnect with David here.
Fun stuff. Shout out to those Clay Cougars of
Absolutely.
yesteryear.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So the Clay Cougars got it done. Let's start today. We'll get to the game, of course. Everybody knows it's the Tide and the Tigers again. Guys, I want to spend this first segment talking about what we saw in the football playoff. Last Saturday, the games, we talked about it on the show last week, Legend. Double-digit underdogs in both games. And the games, let's just put it it was basically a yawn fest.
Mm-hmm.
The games were not exciting. The venues, there's just something missing from the formula. I mean, am I off base here?
No, you're not. You're not. You're not at all. You know, the college football playoff needs revamping. You've said it. I've said it. You know, it's just no good the way that it is. The ratings are down. The attendance is down. I mean, if college football don't wake up, it's going to be a problem, Kip. Going to be a problem.
Well, you got to make it a national sport.
Yes.
And they talk about, well, you don't want to compromise the regular season. What's more important in a regular season in the 5 major conferences than rewarding the conference champion? Even Washington this year, a 2-loss team, if there's a playoff, send the 5 conference champions to the playoff. And then pick, not with any kind of policies of political interference, pick the 3 best other teams.
Yes.
If 2 of them are from the Southeastern Conference, so be it. Take the 8 teams and go from there, and then the real process starts of reseeding them. It doesn't matter if they're the champion of the wild card. Put them in the order of the 8 best teams, and 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5, and make those games on the campuses, which would actually add to a lot of the excitement and another reward for a great regular season.
Yeah, I mean, if college football don't change it and change it quick, then they're going to have some real problems. Attendance is going to begin to plunge even worse than what it is now, Kip. And the ratings are going to go down, and it's going to be a real problem for college football. They need to get some of the old talking heads out of there and put some fresh blood in there with fresh vision, Kip.
Definitely. David, what's your thoughts?
I like it. I like the 5 conference champions being in. That means the whole regular season counts. So win that conference championship you're in, get the next 3. So that's an awesome plan. You could get that through, Kip.
Well,
the commissioner, Kip.
the Kiefer plan. Here's another thing, and this might be a little more radical, but right now
don't say 64.
No,
Okay.
we're not there
All
quite
right,
yet.
thank you.
But on the committee, you have ADs, you have bureaucrats, you've got former coaches. That group needs to be more diverse.
Yes.
That group needs to include, and everybody knows this is a big part of the equation. We've had him on the show. My son Case in Las Vegas.
Yes.
He is an absolute expert, as there are many out there that would qualify. There needs to be a presence of people that actually analyze those games dispassionately. Also, why not have a couple of media people that do this on that committee? It doesn't need to be all these bureaucrats. Yes. And I'm really going to go out on the limb here. Also, have a contest and put a couple of fans in the building. Put the legend on the committee.
Yes, because the fans, the consumer, Kip, if they don't appeal to the consumer, then this whole thing is going to go down the drain eventually. And right now, on December 15th, when the bowl game sucks so bad that I have to watch the Jets and the Texans, it's not very appealing to me, ladies and gentlemen. Shape up, college football.
Yeah, some real critical decisions need to be made. We're going to come back and break down Alabama and Clemson right after this. Stay with us. You're watching Talking Sports here on ABC 3340.